I observe things. That's what I do. As a comedian, that's what I do because, listen, I've gotten jaded over the last few years. I've been through some really hard times, and we'll talk about that here in a few minutes, but I've become just, you can tell when you're getting older just because you're kind of just more irritated. You know, and I'm told by people that get to a certain age that you hit like this moment in life where you just don't have a filter and you just don't care. And I've kind of hit it early, I feel like. You know, like for this show, I knew I was going to be on camera, getting myself all videoed. And like 3 weeks ago, I'm like, I need to lose 30 pounds. And after like 4 hours, I was like, screw this. Because I don't know who needs to hear this tonight. But if you don't like the way you look, just wait. In 3 months, you'll wish you looked like you do now. I observe things. I believe there's two types of people in this world. And by round of applause, you guys let me know who I'm dealing with tonight, okay? The first group of people, imagine yourself in a parking lot and you see two cars about to back into each other. They don't know, but they're about to hit. Okay? Two groups of people. How many of you are, one, you would do anything you can to, like, help these people? Don't ruin your cars. You're going to honk, you're going to whistle, you're going to wait. Hey, say, is that you? Okay, you're good people. You're going to help your fellow man. You got that hero gene, right? Okay. Then there's the rest of us who you sit there and you're going to watch these cars hit and you're going to go, this could be interesting. Let's see what happens. We're a little younger in this show than we are the first show. That's great. All right, y'all took a break from watching Mr. Beast to come see me. I appreciate you. You older folks, don't worry. I'm not talking about the Antichrist. I'm talking about this YouTuber. His name's Mr. Beast. My girl right here, she goes, he talks about Satan with such reverence. No, that's a YouTuber. Anyway, so I observe things, and I just notice, like the world, I don't think it's any more crazier than it's always been. I just think we got more voices telling us it is. And in wake of that, we have lost all common sense. Early in 2023, a bunch of Chinese balloons were flying over the top of us, and people done lost their minds. What are those things doing? Are they watching me? Are they videoing me? Can those things hear us? Hey, Alexa, can those things hear us? Just observe. I observe something about you all. Like, whenever I come out to this part of the country, with all these mountains and stuff, like, y'all are tougher than me. I'll just tell you. The women, too. Y'all are just more rugged. Like, look, your backdrop is a climbing wall. Like, I'm gonna climb it. You guys are just more rugged people. Down here in the mountains, it's a lot more Patagonia than I'm used to seeing, okay? A lot more of them finger toe shoes that have individual pockets for every single toe. Why are we wearing those? You guys, those are nasty. What in the world? You're tougher, man. Like, I had a guy, this is my new favorite Utah story. At the hotel I'm at in the lobby, I had a little headache earlier, and I asked this guy, I say, hey, you got any, ibuprofen, aspirin? He said, yeah, how many do you need? I said, I don't know, 2 or 3. He said, son, if you don't need 4 pills for something, you don't have a problem. I'm like, well, you might have another problem. Jeez, oh, Pete. I'm just not a manly guy. I'm just not. I'm comfortable with it. Listen, I'm comfortable in my own skin, all right? I'm a little fella, all right? Like, there's not a day I wake up surprised that door handles are at nipple level for me. I'm not. I'm cool with this. I'm just not the manliest of guys, all right? And this came incredibly real for me in this, whole spiel. It took a whole global pandemic for me to come to terms that I do not have one single essential skill. You all here, I would imagine if like society were to crumble, you guys would be fine. You'd just run up with each other into the mountains and just barricade for like a couple decades, and you'd be okay. I can't do that. What am I gonna do? I don't hunt. I don't fish. I can't start a fire without a significant amount of lighter fluid. When the DiGiorno pizza runs out, I'm gone. Okay, like I ain't gonna make it very long, y'all. I'm just telling you. Whew, a friend of mine liked this bit, and he took me to a Carhartt store. He wanted to get me a Carhartt stuff to like toughen me up, like for real. And because my multicolored dream coat wasn't doing it for him. And so he takes me to this Carhartt store, and it didn't help me because everyone in that store looked like this guy. Sir, it's only going to be like 15 seconds. Would you stand up for everyone? Look at this guy. Do a twirl. Do a twirl. That is a specimen of masculinity right there. That is a cornbread-fed Ute, if I'd ever seen one. Look, he's right. That man has a full goatee. He probably shaved last night. That man has a lush forest full of chest hair under there, I would imagine. That is a full-grown man. This man don't shop for boys' extra-large shirts like me. This is a full-grown man. And everybody in that Carhartt store is like, I never felt so out of place in my life, and I've been to a fashion show. The murals on the walls. What's your name?
Joe.
Joe. The murals on the wall were Joe. Chopping wood with his shirt off. All the workers at the store were Joe. Chopping wood with their shirts off. And then there's me, y'all. They looked so confused looking at me. So confused. My friend looked confused, except he got me this $230 sweatshirt, which is $210 more than any article of clothing I've got. I said, why is it so expensive? He said, because it's flame retardant. I said, where do you think I'm going? I can't even start a fire to light myself with. Why do I need this? I'm serious. And again, everybody was so... You should have seen these people looking at little old me in my little jackets walking in there. They looked at me like Joe Biden reading a teleprompter.